Hey, it's Rick with Advanced AV and Automation. Just finished a rack install. We're in the theater right here. You can see we haven't hung any TVs yet in this house, but I've got remotes charging, 2 there on the floor, 1 on the counter, 2 more on the floor, 1 more on the floor. So as soon as the TVs come in, we'll hang those. But what I really wanted to show you was the rack. It wasn't a really tough one to do, but it's very clean. We brought our bundle out from the ceiling. If you saw an earlier post, you saw these wires are everywhere, but we pulled up all the slack and then tightened up the bundle. In this rack here, starts off, we have our blade with our name, obviously, our hidden rack shelf. Right below that is our router. Below that is a 24-port PoE switch. Right there is our Control 4 processor. Here is our UPS system. Right here, these two blue lights. This is our camera NVR. This is our Control 4 I/O extender, which has extra inputs when we exceed the controller. We have a drawer here. We always like to put a drawer in our rack. Our Blu-ray player, some empty shelves. These 2 shelves contain the 3 cable boxes. This is our video matrix switch. Below that is our audio matrix switch, and below that is the receiver for the theater. So that's it. Fairly simple and clean rack. Let me get behind it here. You can see our bundle just comes down from the ceiling, nice and neat. The wires we did not need, we just brought them to the floor. Those that we did come up, they do a strain relief loop. And then in the back of the rack, we have our modem. That's the back side of the router and the network switch. Let me see if I can make a little wider angle on this guy. Well, let me do that, I guess. Okay, can't do that. Anyway, we can see the UPS system. A little bit lower is the camera DVR, the drawer. DVD player is in there. These are the shelves. These are the cable boxes down there. This is our audio matrix, followed by our, actually it's our video matrix, followed by our audio matrix. We use those little green lights and orange plugs. It's called the Watt Box. It's kind of hide in the receiver back there, but Watt Box is kind of interesting. All the products we use, all of our router and switches, our wireless access points, the Watt Box, which is our surge protection, our camera NVR, all those products are contain OvrC technology. What that lets us do is log in remotely. I can reboot any of those products from my phone. That Watt Box has a dozen outlets on it. I can actually power cycle any of the outlets from my phone. So if I need to reboot any device, I can just power cycle the outlet. I can also schedule those outlets. So if I want to reboot the router and the switch at 2 in the morning every Sunday, I can schedule that to happen. And I can schedule it such that maybe the modem powers down first, 2 minutes later the router power cycles, 3 minutes later the switch power cycles. So I can put a lot of thought in behind how I want to power cycle things. Anyway, that's it. That is the rack at this house. Rick Cassani, Advanced AV and Automation. Talk to you later.